My beautiful stars, reading time. A sacred balance is taking place currently in the right collective's energy. So this could be more affecting you energetically, or maybe there are some things in your physical life that are starting to balance out. But I just want to confirm main collective right now. So yellow cards you, red cards connected energy, but also because I'm hearing sacred balance, this could be, some of these red cards could be some of the things that are energetically balancing for you as well. So let's just see this first part. All right, sacred balance, main collective. Shifting focus. So maybe you are feeling it energetically. Maybe for a while you've been focusing on certain things and you've just realized of recent that your energy and the things you have been focusing on are now shifting in a positive direction. Number 56, 5th of the 6th, 6th of the 5th could be an important birthday memory, but the number 56 as well. You're refocusing your energy towards the things that matter. Your success lies in your ability to focus. So maybe you've realized of recent you have been lacking the right direction when it does come to things that you've had your mind on, right? But for the right collective, there's something that has started to switch in you and you're starting to realize this. Strength of a giant. Love this card. Elephants could be an important sign for you. Number 33. You'll be seeing a lot of 333. Your ancestors are watching. Things are finally starting to balance for you. Now, this says you're stronger than you know. You're tapping into your ancient power. Now, anybody that embodies this kind of strength, you have perseverance, determination like no other. Don't make it fit. So because you have perseverance and strength, I find normally people that have these qualities, it's kind of like the harder the situation, the more challenging something is. It's like you guys are born winners, right? So when we have this kind of energy within, but we're not focusing on the right things and we're putting our strengths, our strength of a giant, into something that is either maybe no win, or we're not accepting that something is failing, right? We're not accepting it. We're not letting it go and surrendering it to the divine. It can really interfere with our energy, and where this power should be put into the right direction. If our focus isn't clear with this kind of energy, it can actually be a detriment. Where I'm feeling this collective, that power you have within of strength, unstoppable energy. Now that your energy is starting to shift focus in the correct way, you're probably opening the door for some form of miracle manifestation, especially if this is just started happening energetically, like an alignment, right? I talk about the Tinkerbell, the fairy dust. It's like you go to sleep one night, she comes and sprinkles dust on you, you wake up in the morning and it's like you've just got this clear focus, right? This, sorry, I have to say it because this is powerful. If you have this energy behind the right energy, you would be able to achieve anything. And that's why it's so important. People that have these qualities within them are focused on the right things. The sacred balance. That is the card I was seeing. So you're going through a sacred balance right now. So maybe you're coming out of a period of feeling a little bit of lack of motivation, a little bit down and out. Again, especially if you've noticed, maybe you're down and out because you were focusing on situations that maybe were no win, and you were unfortunately being drained by your choice of focus. Cosmos are working their magic. You're being prepared for something. We have a sacred balance taking place energetically. This is powerful. The healing waters. So you would feel this. You would feel, look at all the yellow cards. There'd be a state of center within you. Maybe you've even had a moment. Maybe something's happened in your physical day-to-day and you've realized you've just handled the situation differently. Maybe you've had a moment to think, oh my God, I'm moving forward with this emotion. Or I'm not repeating the same actions. I'm starting to choose self. You're washing away the past. Maybe that's where you're shifting your focus. We talk about this all the time. When we're so focused on the past, we can't help but stress about the future, what's coming next, and we wish away our present. Where this collective, if you're letting go of the past, and this is one of your biggest shifts right now, you would be releasing what's coming in your future. You'd be living in the now, and that's why you're creating magic. You're in acceptance, but in a peaceful way. Don't make it fit. This is powerful. Number 40, number 52. You're cleansing yourself of old wounds, and this says you're stepping into your future, just as I said you're releasing it, but you're preparing for it without you even knowing, because you're surrendering to the now. This is beautiful. Can you see these? Okay, cloak of invisibility. So you could have someone here in the shadows right now. You've clearly got an attached energy, if not multiple. And I always say this, whenever our energy is changing, people are drawn in, right? It's like they can feel a shift if they know it or not. Now, if you've had some people here that unfortunately have kept you bound to past focuses, and now you're releasing it, you're letting go of that energetic tie, who's going to appear? Because they don't feel your energetic, I'm going to say chasing, right? So things you're letting go from the past, they would be coming and aligning to your energy, but unfortunately, whoever these people are, they're not making their presence known, but they can feel the internal shift within you without them even knowing. That's why they'd be drawn to you right now, like honey to a bee. This is why I say to most collectives, focusing on things that are out of your control, it's not just a detriment for you, but if it's something that's meant to be universally aligned to you, the more you hold on to it, the more you're pushing it away, right? Because it's showing that you're not ready for the reveal. You're too dependent on the reveal. So right now, cloak of invisibility, their efforts to be unnoticed will be rendered. Does that mean what's rendered mean? 92. They have gone unseen and unheard. Wings of weakness. So you've got someone in, but even you, sacred balance of your energy, because you're shifting your focus, your weak spots, strength of a giant. What's happening? Because it's being shifted in the right way. No longer wings of weakness for you. You're finding your wings of strength, right? But you've got someone here in wings of weakness. It's clearly their aspirations feel out of reach, so you're kind of feeling untouchable to someone, if not multiple people here. 47, you could have a lot of people actually comparing to you right now. Isn't it funny, because I've put that underneath sacred balance, the wings of weakness, so I think that's a bit of both. As you're finding strength, whoever this person is, It's like you've ricocheted, tables have turned energetically. You're letting go of the unseen, and now what is unseen is starting to make their presence known. Maybe not physically just yet, especially with this here. One more. Ocean of abundance. I always say, dolphins, they could be a sign for you. But abundance externally starts from internal abundance. When we find our internal center, right? So you're opening the floodgates of abundance right now, because you'd be feeling content within. You're diving deep into infinite resources. Abundance flows to your life like a tide. Open yourself to receive what the universe has prepared for you. Abundance is not limited. The ocean of possibilities is endless, and you are ready to embrace it all. I feel, yes, there's a lot of energetic things. Why do I feel little things over the past maybe day or two? You've noticed there's something, maybe some positive things that have come to the table, or something unexpected that was positive. I feel the universe is trying to show you in little things that your luck is changing, right? There's a reason that came to my mind. Don't make it I feel the right collective. You're like, wow, where did that come from? Or why did that happen today? That wasn't due for like, I just feel there's little things that you've taken notice, something shifting, right? All right, I want one more. I want to get tarot for who this is, or if it's multiple people. False crown, false confidence. So you've got someone here that's had, unfortunately, a mask of confidence. You would bring up this person's insecurity. Someone that unfortunately felt like they had control of a situation with you, right? They're diminishing their false sense of authority. So remember sacred balance. If you've been lacking a lot of confidence of recent, or you just haven't been feeling yourself, you've noticed, because I always say people, these are energetic attachments, right? So this stuff would have been affecting you. Weakness, maybe you yourself weren't being your authentic self, showing the world the real you, right? There was something with your confidence being knocked, but it's like now, sacred balance, tides are changing. Everything that this person was, maybe, I don't want to say siphoning, but I'm seeing that energy vampire card, right? Everything that this person was gaining from your strength, it's like now, because believe it or not, this collective, and this is what happens when we put our focus on the wrong things, wrong people, they go underneath your, I always say that you guys are in a protection tent, right? I see it as like a little tent. It's a cloak. When you're focusing on people that you shouldn't be, they are underneath your cloak. Now, if these people, unfortunately, maybe don't deserve that cloak, it's like they can siphon your strength from you, right? There's a reason I'm hearing this. I feel the right collective of recent, your confidence, you've been like really nitpicking at you. You haven't felt yourself, right? But now with this balance, the tides are shifting. Number 48, that could be important as well. 47, 92. It's weird. I'm actually staring at these scales. Maybe you've got like a tattoo like this, or you've just bought some scales, or why do I feel scales is an important little detail for the right collective. One of these people have like scales, like, and I went for my wrist, maybe on their wrist. Okay, last one, and I want to get, and isn't it funny, this card, it's like the mask is starting to crack, the fake confidence. Frozen heart. Oh, just one more, please. Mirror of deception. So someone with deceit as well, and dishonesty. Maybe that was part of your focus for a long time. It's whatever you're releasing is ricocheting. So the right collective, maybe part of your focus was someone that was deceiving you, and you just felt there was dishonesty here, because this is now what's being reflected on the other end. Now they're reflecting their negativity back on them. Okay. I just want to get tarot quickly to see who, or if it's multiple people here. This red energy. So the right collective, someone should have already, or multiple people, come to your mind. I always say as a reader, I'm not here to tell you how to feel. I'm here to confirm it. But if a reading's for you, your mind takes you to memories, places, people, right? This should just confirm. Number 14. Temperance. Okay, definitely could be someone that you've worked with or that you have worked with. 5 of Swords in reverse, that's actually very good. A Pentacle, so we've got an earth sign. Now, it doesn't need to be, we've got Queen of Pentacles here, but in reverse, but it doesn't need to be a female. Maybe it's somebody that shines more in wounded feminine energy, puts themselves in an ivory tower, right? So someone that's manipulative, someone that's self-focused, someone that doesn't have a healthy, balanced life. Someone definitely, I feel you've got current work colleagues, even past work colleagues. This one here, this is actually quite good. This is about, you could have someone here that, like, this is a good energy. This is an energy of strength and change and conquering self-doubt, unexpected surprises. Like, that's a good card. 9 of Swords, someone that plays the victim, someone that's sitting in lost hope, someone that can be very anxious and can let their fears kind of swallow them whole. Psychological trauma, lost hope in love, dark thoughts, anxiety, fear, nightmares, insomnia, worry, wings of weakness. I'm seeing this one. Okay, definitely someone that's back and forth, maybe someone that unfortunately you feel, especially with deception, they've kind of put you in between two. You've got earth and swords here, so earth and air could be important. So I feel you've got a couple of people, and I'm not gonna lie, I'm feeling feminine and masculine energy, and I do think there is someone here. Let's take it more to your energy, because you have that strength of a giant and now shifting your focus, right? This 8 of Pentacles, so perseverant, constantly on the grind, every day, same thing, kind of eat, sleep, repeat, but it doesn't give up, right? And I feel, just more to tie your energy into this, there is something here. It's no matter how hard it got, you just kept going, right? You really felt you would have achievement when it came to a situation. True form of commitment. But you've got 2 cards here of really a bit of imbalance, possessive, self-focused, manipulative. You've got some, this isn't bad. If this is, and I will break it down, if this is one person, there's something, it's just because it's come up right. Like I said, me personally, I see 9 of Swords as very victim mentality, because we're just not letting go of certain stale memories, certain things that, believe it or not, we can put change into, right? I always say, once we let go of those swords, it's a brand new day. And I do feel you have someone here. Let's get one more for those 2. Oh, that flicked on me. Tower. Maybe you've got someone going through a tower. You definitely experienced a tower with this person. So whatever this situation is, it had once upon a time crumbled a foundation that you had created, if not created together. This person could present quite destructive. I feel this person, if they're going through a tower, I always say towers, believe it or not, if seen right and handled right, it's to create forward movement. It's to remove that rickety foundation to create a castle. So maybe there is a slight transition taking place because of this tower that's happened. Like, you've got to remember these cards underneath here. Someone's invisible right now, multiple, I think. Wings of weakness, someone that felt like they had control over this situation as well. And there's been deception here. This could definitely be coming from this energy, this manipulative, self-focused, unaware energy. Someone that presents quite shallow as well. And she is a perfectionist. So I'm seeing my mouse. Maybe someone does some silly things because they always want to get their way, right? I want one more for this Queen of Pentacles in reverse. Yeah, a situation that's out of control. Nine of Wands in reverse, out of control, this one. Maybe it is someone you had a lot of perseverance and because of this strength of a giant. Maybe this is a situation or a person you put a lot of effort into, right? But this personality trait, they could be quite defensive, again, out of control, kind of an overwhelmed energy. But this could be something you've shifted your focus with realizing this is out of control, this overwhelms me, this isn't worth my effort, I'm shutting the door here. This energy, I'm not really liking. I actually feel, I'm seeing two specific energies, and I'm feeling both energies that are mainly sticking out are both kind of unbalanced people, I'm going to be honest. This one, I don't have a bad feeling with, especially if someone, even though there's victim mentality, there's someone in deep kind of, I'm going to say it, it feels like remorse. There's something here for this person to be going through a tower, even if this tower is to do with you, collective, it's giving them enough courage to kind of change and conquer their self-doubt. They want to do things differently, right? This is about making amends as well. Unexpected surprise. Like, I feel there's something here that's shifting in a good way. This one, I don't like whatsoever. I'm going to be honest. Okay, let's break this down. First, let's just see if you've got any movement coming towards you this week externally, and then I want to see what the universe is bringing for you with this sacred balance. We'll see how these two decks go and where the reading leads us. Hold on, let's get our movement deck. So we'll just pull 3 cards. If you have movement, the Lady Beetle, communicate, the confession card with that deception. Let's just, those 3 cards, we'll pull 3 cards. If they don't come out, there's no movement this week. Oh, you got 3 straight away. Challenges. Spy. The Cloak of Invisibility. I'm going to have to get my Evil Eye deck. So someone's got their right, doing more research. Caution. I think it's this person. Finding out more information, don't overwork yourself, mental anxiety, health. Okay, so we didn't get, maybe there's not movement. There's a reason I went for these though. Hold on, I'm getting my big dice. 8. So maybe 8 days, not 7. Hold on, let's get one more. 8 days. There is something being guided to you right now, but I don't think there's anything coming externally this week. You've got this balance taking place, right? So maybe I'm staring at this 8 and 16. 16th of the 8th could be an important memory birthday. But why do I feel 8 to 16 days? You could have some form of external energy coming through right now. I'm seeing that 9 of Swords, the 5 of Swords, the Tower energy. Hold on, let's just confirm these. Okay, so this spy you've had cycles with. Fake karma, something ended, something's about to begin. So maybe part of your cycle is this cloak of invisibility. Maybe this person has a tendency to come in and out, but more from the sidelines. One more for that. Okay, you've had a short-lived romance with whoever this spy is. So honeymoon phase. I want one more for that. Intuition. You lived with this person. So even though it was a short-lived romance, this is one of those connections that went 0 to 100 quite quickly. And actually, let's just get a couple. I just want to get a bit more detail for... Oh, God. So they've presented Knight of Wands in your energy. Maybe they're a little bit younger. When I see my Knights or my pages, as I'm getting details for someone, I see them as more of a younger kind of energy. Early, mid-20s. Very lustful. Maybe they're very attractive, quite athletic. You have very strong physical chemistry here. This is a shameless flirt, that false crown I'm seeing in my mind. Watch from the beginning. Little bit of a charming energy. Rebellious, 3 of Swords. So someone you've definitely gone through grief with. Sorrow, depression, heartbreak, Moon, the veil of anxiety, the 9 of Swords. Whoever this person is to you, they've caused this for you as well, because you're shifting your focus. So they've bound you to an illusion for a long time and had you in anxiety and fear, right? But I think they're driven by their anxiety and fear in life, and unfortunately it makes them not approach situations the best way. But I do think this collective, since this separation, you've been bound to this veil. But there's something about you now tapping into your depth, your true ancestral discovery, the sacred balance that's taking place. But you felt like you've had blocked intuition here, and someone that spies on the sidelines, and if you are quite a special intuitive person, as someone playing with your spiritual gifts, people like that get karma. But uncertainty, deception, instability, a dream state, maybe you dream a lot of this person, but anxieties over the illusions here. Okay, this spy, important, don't make it fit. So we do have fire, water, air here, Pisces specifically. But how we've described this, don't make it fit. These are the details I talk about. I'm not that reader. Take what fits and leaves the rest. I think that's ridiculous, but everyone's got their own reading style. Now, remember, and the thing with this is he does present so confident, but you've got someone here, false confidence, right? You've definitely gone through pain, a lot of pain, and the veil of deception. This little spy, they embody a lot of those red cards. So I'm just going back to the 9 of Swords. Like, I just can't see how it's one more. Oh my God, 6 of Swords in reverse. Every time, chaos. This person brings chaos, instability, feels like they're not healing. Things just progressively get bad to worse. There's always a storm brewing when it comes to this person's energy. This spy. Don't make it fit. Delays have been here. Yeah, bad to worse. No progression. So since you're 3 of Swords with this person who's spying, you've had no progression. So this person hasn't come back in and asked for a second chance. None of that, right? If they've come in cycles, they've done it this shameless, disgusting way, right? Broke your heart, But then if anyone that comes through like this after they've broken you, arrogance, false crown of confidence, trying to be sexual after breaking your heart. Weirdo. Okay, let's just get these quick. P.S. Even though, because I see this is being guided back to you, a lost loved one is watching over you. So the right collective, you have someone that has crossed over, that sits on your shoulder, and you would feel that they really guide you. Remember that 333 that came out, and I said your ancestors are watching. You would feel like you have a lot of the signs that you get, you would believe they come from a certain special someone, right? Now, I've put that intuitively over the top of this caution. So for the right collective, you would be getting certain signs from whoever you resonate, this person that sits on your shoulder. I'm hearing it. You know how it's like you say, oh, like I just got out of that one. It's like you feel this collective you have. It's like this little angel makes luck on your side, right? It's like they save you from a lot of fires. I'm hearing it specifically. Don't make it fit. But you've got this angel over the top of this caution. Don't overwork yourself. That means you'll have a lot of signs to guide you through this situation, this upcoming situation. Intuition. And don't ignore the signs. This is about don't ignore the red flags, because they'll come and bite you on the bum later. So whatever comes to your life in the next 8 to 16 days where you're like, you're being guided through it. So don't ignore what they're showing you. All right, health. Okay, travel. So maybe, because I see this as mental anxiety as well, maybe you've got an upcoming trip that's stressing you out a little bit. You could have, what's the phobia of flying as well? I'm hearing that specifically. Or one of these people could be at a distance from you, but I am also hearing that maybe unfortunately you have someone right now in your life that is struggling with some health issues that does live at a distance. And I don't like talking about this stuff in collectives, but maybe you might end up traveling to see someone in the upcoming couple weeks that, yeah, some health issue could arise, right? Again, collective reading. I'm just saying it because I'm hearing it, not wanting to put stress into anyone. I actually feel if it is a detail, the right collective, you would already know this, right? Okay, just I want to roll the dice for this, if there's any movement coming from this person at all, and we'll get a... Okay. This was rolled on too, with 12. 12th of the 2nd, 2nd of the 12th could tie you. Birthday memory. 1, 2, 2. I'll get... I can't see because... All right. Next 2 days. Let's not make it... That's way too many. Did get date night. Maybe I don't know. I don't know. I don't think there's something coming in 2 days. I do think there's something here within that next 8 to 16 days that could be brewing with this, but it's going to be challenging. This is about challenges and working on inner healing. Now, if this person is that Tower, 9 of Swords, 5 of Swords in reverse, maybe they are going through a transformation, I will confirm. But I do think this situation is still a challenging one. You've got to remember, you've got a sacred balance now taking place. So you're just starting to shift your focus on the right things, the right collective. Watch from the beginning. Now, I always say this, especially because you and this person are bound to cycles, so there's lessons to be learned from this person. Let's just say this person does pop up in this kind of energy, right? I do think you've got some form of test of that giant of strength, because you're just starting to see things clearly. You're just starting to focus on the right things. You're putting all of that strength into the right areas. You've got that abundance tide on its way. Like the cards that you guys are sitting in energetically, of course, you're going to get tested with things that may pull you back, right? To see if you've really got that strength and you've really passed a certain lesson and cycle, right? But I will break it all down. I just quickly, before we keep going, I want to see what the universe is opening the gate for with this sacred balance. Okay. I'm looking at these blue cards. I've got to get some of them too. Okay. Self-care. Maybe you're really focusing on self-care at the moment. All right. That's good. Oh my God. You got the fireworks and the diamond ring here. This is what they're opening the gates for, right? But the balance needs to set in first. So passion, chemistry, happiness, excitement, celebrations. This says explosive. For the right collective. Proposal, engagement, agreement, next level, statement of intent, marriage, union. So is this coming right now? No, but I feel there's something that's being opened with this energy. 25 and 30, they could be important numbers. Oh, you got the mystery card. But isn't it funny? First part, as you finally set sailed, shift your focus. You're now going with the wind, but travel overseas is opening up as well. Makes sense with that vacation card. 3rd of the 10th, 10th of the 3rd. Write that oh wait, no, we're past 10th of the 3rd, aren't we? Going places, adventure. Maybe you're getting a new car. Movement forward, going with the wind, travel overseas, swift progression. Now you've got the mystery that is unfolding. Anyone that watches me all the time, I always say, go grab a book that you're magnetically drawn to, turn to page 10 or 26 and read that first line. It'll be a message from your angels, your guardian angel. If this whole reading has resonated, that line should be some form of encouragement with what comes next, right? So memories, hidden truths, mysteries, secrets, the unknown is evolving. And P.S., you could be wanting to write a book. I'm hearing this is what this is opening for you. As you've let it go and shifted your focus, watch from part 1. So because you've gone into deep contemplation, because you've really healed through silence, because you've truly let go this collective of things you should not be focusing on, anything that you have thought is the end, it's over, you've had a completion with something, right? So these two are so important. 26th of October could be important as well. All right, these fireworks. Oh, I saw that spy straight away. You got the little fox underneath this. So someone that's had self-interest, someone that's held their cards close to that. You could be seeing foxes at the moment. When you see foxes, sign of manipulation. Like in your day-to-day life, or if you're seeing them a lot on your feed. Self-interest, stealth, deceit, cunning, sly, crafty, sleight of hand, something that's not right. 14th of September could be important. I want one more for that, because I felt these were something positive coming. You got to remember that spy presents as a Knight of Wands. One more for that. Oh, that's good. Maybe it is them balancing. The 9 of Swords, the 5 of Swords in reverse through the Tower. Maybe it is. You got balance here. With the wheel, I didn't even see that underneath that. Magic. And you've got the cycles at play with that spy. Watch from the beginning. Fate, karma, cycles, forces of the universe, destiny, synchronicities, getting what you deserve. It's out of your hands right now, but a sacred balance is taking place over this little fox. Centered, integration of opposite forces, flow, feeling complete awareness, focusing on equality and well-being. 25, second of the fifth, fifth of the second, but 25, 25, that's good. So the wheel's got a hold of this fox right now, and the main energy of this, the balance that's taking place, right? This diamond ring. Talking to myself. So with this diamond ring, the scythe came out, right? But I was looking at this diamond ring. Why? I've never seen this before. I don't know if you've had a mother or a nan, or there's like, see how that looks like a really old school ring? I don't know if this collective, like, I feel a ring's been left to you that looks like this. You've got a ring that looks like this, right? Maybe you wear it on a necklace, or I've never seen that in this picture, but it would look like that. Very kind of old school. Don't make it fit. I'm hearing that very specifically. But this diamond, it could be one person here, because this is over a sudden and unexpected ending. There's a surprise coming from a reckoning. 25th of October. Hold on, I want one more for that. Soul contract energy. Oh God, Empress energy over the top of this. Because they found your stillness for the right collective. Attraction, attractiveness, grace, charm, beauty, love, relationship, magnetizing right now. Abundance, pleasure, and happiness. 25th of the 3rd, or 10th of the 3rd, 3rd of the 10th. You've got that twice. So you're attracting in something effortlessly right now. Finances, so you're opening the door, the abundant tide, right? Tide of abundance, or whatever it was. So you're about to go places. Maybe you're going to have to start traveling for work soon, but resources, finances, prosperous energy, investments, large quantities through enterprises. So you really are shifting a lot here right now, this collective. 34. All right, what's this mystery? They're not really going to show me, but I'll give some form of clue. Soulmate energy. Something that's faithful, something that's dependable. This is a faithful companion, loyalty. Hold on, I want one more for that. Look at all the October dates. Now you've got 18th of the 10th. October's an important month for this collective. Mother Gaia, and because you're centering right now. Watch the first part, this collective. It's very important. You're balancing your spirituality, practicality. You're grounded in your purpose, the depth of your inner identity. You finally, I'm hearing that practicality is really shining through you right now, which is good. But a balance is taking place. All right, letting things be. Through someone you resonate with, your divine masculine or a masculine, but this is why the shifts are changing, right? The shifting focus on things you got no control over. So for the main collective, there is something here, detached through contemplation. You went within through silence. You've gone through self-reflection. You've completed a cycle. Holiday celebration, maybe this connection, it could have been a lot of turbulence around that time. I'm being called to say this, but thinking it's over the end. So again, if you're sitting here not thinking that way, not your collective. 28th. One more overall. Sun! And this is, yes, exclamation point, divine masculine energy, but yes, the sun, happy card. Radiant success, divine masculine, daytime victory, happiness, warmth, number 31. And I split it on the Milky Way. You could be in networking, marketing, social media, publicity, internet fame and expansion. The spotlight is about to be shone on you, connected through exposure, number 20. You got some big things, this collective. All the things that worked against you, High Priestess, Emperor. So you're not just a divine feminine of the earthly plane, but the spiritual plane with the Mother Gaia here. But all the things that worked against you were to make your dreams a reality. The beaver moon last year, 5th of the 11th, could have been an important memory. But your persistence is about to pay off through all the repetition and determination. Very good, because now that strength of a giant is being focused on the right thing. It's good. Very good. I like this collective's energy. It's nice. I just want to quickly see life lesson for you, and then I'm going to just quickly tap into your heart space. When we get tarot, I just want to see in general, like, what's on its way in this next 8 to 16 days. Together in the light, you give thanks for everyone who enters your life, recognizing that you are all exactly where you need to be. Maybe this has helped you shift your focus, the true surrender. Each person contributes to your growth, and every interaction is a gift meant to help you overcome conflicts. By focusing on your own development rather than others' faults, you align with the divine. First part, shifting your focus. So this would be part of the right collective. You would have had a moment of saying this to yourself. I don't want to hold on to resentment and anger. It's only burdening my soul. What have I learnt from this? How have I grown from this situation, right? It's helping you release in a peaceful way. It's beautiful. Makes sense, because you're presenting as that Empress, High Priestess energy. You'd have an understanding of it all. Self-love, good. Oh, I love this collective. You're focusing on self, which is also helping you shift your focus so beautifully. Self-worth, self-love, that's the deck I need to get. I haven't got them in ages. I'm going to have to find that deck in a second. You honor and celebrate yourself in every moment, embracing who you are. You recognize the divinity within and the purity of your soul. With compassion, you nourish your body, mind, and spirit. You are kind to yourself, grateful for your journey, and you are fully aware of your worth. I've never seen this card come out of this deck. I didn't even know this deck had this card. That's beautiful. It's the self-appreciation. I'm just going to get one more. I've got to find that deck. Your consciousness. I'm terrible with saying that word, but you're shifting the right way. You are fully aware of your thoughts and your feelings that you create. Your outer world is a reflection of your inner consciousness. So you understand you are the creator of your reality. This is why you're focusing on self-love, self-appreciation, self-worth, knowing you deserve the life you've envisioned, why you're letting go of anger, resentment, and all of the things that you've endured through by choice, because you're starting to realize, me holding on to this, even if I say I'm letting go, I'm still holding on to burdens and energetic connection of pain. I don't want that anymore. I've learnt my lesson. They broke me to a state that I've learnt to never be broken like this again. They broke me to a state where now I see myself, I see my value, I see my cup, right? I know who I will allow at my table and who I won't. Lesson learned. Thank you. Thank you for breaking me. Thank you for breaking me into me, right? I am the creator of my reality. I am not going to hold on to things that burden my heart anymore. I've healed enough. I'm ready for my future. I am not going to keep telling myself I need to heal, right? It's the power of the mind. There's a reason I'm hearing this. Maybe this collective, you've said this. I deserve my tide of abundance. I've gone through enough healing. I'm ready. Power of the mind. Don't make it fit. The right collective, you've had a moment of this very recent, or just before this reading, even if you just journaled it. By focusing on your most constructive thoughts, you allow them to grow and shape the experience you desire. Through mindful creation, you become an expression of divine light. I love it. This is why you have this sacred balance taking place. Hope, the butterfly. Rhythm of life. Oh my God, I just realized there's a moon. Maybe we need to use, oh my God, there's another tarot. Oh my God, I was talking to myself, but this is magic. There was 2 cards in here, the moon deck, and I think this is the Illuminati deck. 7 of Cups over 10 of Wands. So 10 of Wands over 7 of Cups. So this collective, all the things you were focusing on, right? We're sending you into confusion, illusion, wishfulness. These cups hadn't even been presented. They were all just internally. And you were starting to realize this does nothing but burden me and make me feel negative, make me feel down, make me feel over my limit, overloaded. That's magic, because that is what this collective has let go of. You've shifted your focus. And this is why that balance is coming over you. Very nice. Okay, I just got to find that little deck quickly because I just want to get a few of them. It came to my mind very clearly. Hold on. Found it. Okay. Let's just get a couple. That took me ages to find. I've got so many decks. Opportunities knocking at your door right now. Bees. I think that's a woodpecker. 26. Oh no, sorry, 16. And 8 to 16 days. Oh, your prayers are being answered because you've surrendered. Buffalo, through rain, hail and shine, the tenacity you have. But now that tenacity, perseverance, determination is going into the right things. You understand sacred boundaries. You understand your sacred soul. You understand your sacred temple. There's something really big here with this collective, and you've changed your outlook on thinking, I need to heal this, you're in acceptance, right? You know how far you've come. And I always say healing isn't just to heal trauma, it's to appreciate happiness. So when these opportunities arrive, we don't wish them away. Is this too good to be true? How long is this going to last? Is this another, like you're ready for happiness because you're starting to realize you already live in happiness. You already live a beautiful life, but because you've just been focusing on all the lack, right? Shifting focus, part 1. There's something powerful you're learning about here and your thought pattern, right? I don't think this collective, you ever stop trying for self, right? But for so long you've been trying to, again, the 7 of Cups, focusing on all of those things out of your control. It was just putting you into a confused, painful state. It's that beaver energy. You're putting this in the right areas right now. All right, let's confirm these. Starfish. You're facing your fears. And this collective, your fears were the opportunities that had not been revealed to you just yet. You couldn't let go of them. That's where your main focus always was lying. The things that had not come to surface for you. I always say it's not easy to change our thought pattern and reaffirm the right things. It's uncomfortable. And for this collective, I think it was always the fear if things would come into alignment, or what was this all for? Just always having to have answers of things. But now you're coming into your Mother Gaia, and this is why you're being granted a key of solution and clarity. Because your energy is, and you do need to keep focusing on it. And you may get tested with some things to bring you back into the past tunnel vision self over things you've got no control over. But right now, this sacred balance, your energy is showing the release and the acceptance of the life you have right now. right? So important. You're finding joy and happiness in the little things. Your prayers are being answered. Oh, that's way too... Quantum jump. Oh, prepare. If you're quantum jumping, it means a lot of things need to shift. That would make sense, though. Sorry, that was too many. Abundance. The abundance within creates it throughout our life. That's you, shining so bright. Look at your colours. This is where you have power of the mind. You're starting to understand it. How am I going to attract the things in my life if I don't feel it internally? The difference between separation energy, things outside of ourselves, to union energy within. You're attracting through your glow, your colour, firefly. You're learning you light up your darkness, no one else. You do. You complete yourself. No one else does. Destined path. You're surrendering to it. This collective, you're clearly on your abundant timeline. You've just had a few little deviations through some decisions of free will, but I feel you've been reinserted. Let's get one more. You are what you think. You are who you think. This is one of the biggest messages for this collective, and this is what's created your breakthrough. You've learnt the true meaning of surrender to receive. And living in the now. Very nice. Flamingos. Okay. I'm just going to get you a couple of animal cards. We split it on... Oh, I don't even want to read that. I will get a couple... Oh my god, of course. My nose is itchy. The Phoenix. Finding your wings. I always say to get a phoenix, we need to be burnt to a crisp. You finally walk through a fire for the last time. You've risen from it. This is how you're shining. True rebirth energy. This is good. I think you're going to be very surprised with the decisions you make next with what's coming. You're going to realize how far you've come internally. It's good. Grounded, humble, earthly, but I'm hearing remember to keep grounded as well. This would be something that's noticed in you. I always say you can go to sleep with one life and wake up with a completely different. And when things start to come in very quickly, you want to make sure you stay in that centered, humble place. But I do think part of this Phoenix is learning how to ground your emotion independently, not thinking having someone else or this person or that person is going to ground you and take all the pain away. You've learned how to overcome your hardships independently, right? And there's a valuable lesson to be learned from that. Because next time you go through a state of hardship and having to rebuild, you'll know how to do it, right? And this is what fires do for us. I always say life doesn't get easier. We get better. We learn how to deal with the roller coaster of life. Life will never be perfect. But you've learned a very valuable lesson. You've learned to create security for yourself. It's good. I see this as the Father. I see this as such a good example. I see this card as, again, the security, the grounded energy. You'd be a good example for the people around you, because you've walked through things not many people walk through with so much strength of a giant. It'd be very impactful, and it would be noticed. I'm hearing you've learned how to offer yourself permanence in life. Anyone would be lucky to have you by their side, because you would offer permanence. You would offer loyalty. You would bring a lot of balance into a connection because of your grounded energy. And because you've been through so much, you would have such an understanding of people, especially misunderstood souls. But you definitely have a masculine strength that shines through you that makes people feel safe, right? Oh God, of course. You see, you have magic that runs through your veins. You would be some form of alchemist with everything you've gone through. And again, as I'm saying, like, you would see and understand misunderstood people. You would see things not many other people would see, right? You would have an understanding to people's grievances, but maybe that's burnt you in the past. Now you have understanding, but you know misalliance. Yes, I understand your pain and your trauma, and I understand what makes you act the way you do, but it doesn't mean I need to choose to align with you. I'm going to choose to not align with you so I don't judge you for it. There's not one person in this world that's perfect, but when we keep enduring through someone's behavior, we can't help but judge them after time because we're choosing to let them hurt us. But you can now see what makes people do the things they do. But as much as it hurts you, especially if it's someone you love, you've learnt boundaries, those sacred boundaries. I accept you for your whatever, I don't even want to say faults, but it doesn't mean your burdens are my burdens to carry. I'm going to let you go with wings of grace, not wings of weakness. Watch from the start. Now, this is my favourite card in this deck. Unstoppable. You would have such profound gifts, but this oyster sometimes takes their gifts for granted. And remember the first two cards, shifting your focus with that strength, right? You have so much strength, and when directed in the right way, unstoppable. But when you're swallowed by things out of your control, you're taking advantage of one of your greatest qualities, one of your greatest gifts. And this collective, you're not going to do that anymore. And I do think this collective, you've still got things to, it's those unknown gifts. There's still more to explore and to expand, that you've learnt to align with the right things. Magic. This is just going to blossom and glow more and more in you. And because those two came out together, maybe your sight, your intuition, clairvoyance, maybe that's going to start developing soon more. I always say practice makes perfect. Being gifted doesn't mean that you've just, once you've activated, that's it. It's like practicing a musical instrument. You evolve and evolve the more and more and more dedication, determination you put into self, the right things. That power expands within you. And again, biggest thing, this collective, your focuses are now on the right thing. Oh, my lunar tiger, your mystery, you'd be captivating. Your divine feminine energy. So you've got a balance of feminine, masculine, that mystery. You're alluring. You would be someone, you wouldn't be reactive. Maybe this is what you've healed in you. You hold back. I'm seeing that crocodile. You sit on information, you sit on things before. I don't think many people would know what they're going to get with you. You may think you're an open book. I think you present like a closed book. But again, biggest thing, you see things not many people see. Very observant soul. Very observant. Tigers could be a sign for you as well. Okay. I'm going to get tarot for you because this collective, you're shifting your focus. You're starting to ground the right way. Yes, you've got some things coming. Yes, you've got that energy. But I feel this collective with what comes next. Doesn't matter how someone's feeling or their intention. I feel you're going to know exactly how to move forward, right? Because you're choosing self. So I can't see this collective not seeing through something, right? It doesn't matter how these energies connected to you feel or view you. You will know. I'm seeing my High Priestess. You'll know how to move forward. I'm going to get tarot for what's on its way to you. Okay, so we do have a little bit of Eight of... Oh, that's good. I do think business is expanding. I think you're going to start collaborating with people that maybe you never thought that you would, right? There's a lot of inspiration about to come into your life through external achievements, right? There's a fire that's about to ignite in you. That's good. You're about to be on the top of your mountain, having your cake, eating it too, castle in the background, strong sense of self. Very grounded, abundant energy on its way. And this could be an external energy too. Oh, well, we know who that is. I didn't even want to tap into them. Hold on, let's get one more for that. Okay, so you do have a lesson with that spy coming in. Remember, they're focusing on the Three of Swords, their Knight of Wands. What else came out? The Moon for them. Now, there could be something with this Three of Swords that comes through with a tough conversation. But again, I think you're going to know how to deal with this. There's something that needs to be moved on from. This collective, you're sick of that storm, that chaos that this energy brings, right? Now, by moving on from the pain, it does restore harmony and bring tranquility, and we see that sunset. We start to sail off from those rocky seas into calm waters, but it entails a chapter being closed, right? Now you do remember they came up as the Six of Swords in reverse. You've now got the Six of Swords upright with that energy, but the choice will be yours. I always say when, especially quantum jumps, when something beautiful is about to be revealed, we get tested with the old. Are we ready for the new and improved? Now this Eight of Swords, I think this is what you're releasing. I will get a card to confirm that, but hold on a sec. I want one more for your top row. Wheel of Fortune. And the wheels at play in your energy right now, universe. And it's upright. So whatever's coming, destined. I feel luck is on your side. Expansion energy. And there is something about your destined path being activated. Luck, expansion, big change in direction, sacred balance taking place, karma. Destiny, a big opportunity, winning. A huge turn of events. But this collective, you got the ball rolling just with the shift of focus, right? Part one. Okay, this is what I think you're finally releasing, because you've made a choice to release it. You're starting to realize you were never bound by this. You were choosing to be bound by this. You were choosing to be blinded by that Seven of Cups, which was creating that Ten of Wands, right? You no longer want to be in a mental prison, and that's why you are no longer in a mental prison, because you've got choice over it, right? Things that are out of your hand should not consume your mind and heart. This collective, you understand those words, and it may be painful and uncomfortable, but again, you're learning how to affirm the thought pattern. You're learning, I'm putting myself in this mental anguish, right? And that is why your luck is changing. Six of Pentacles. Why am I holding on to things I'm not feeling valued? Why am I holding on to things? This is what puts you in your mental anxiety. Lack of reciprocity, right? You're starting to understand the person you are, how giving you are. You're a self-sacrificer. So I'm going to align to people that align with my energy, but I'm not going to hold judgment to people that don't. The animal part. Just because you understand someone's trauma doesn't mean you need to accept their trauma, but you get that, right? You're no longer stuck. Will this happen? Was this gonna? Are we gonna be back? No. Are we gonna have that equal give and take? You don't care in all areas. And I feel this, the creative flow. Let's go passion for self, right? So your desire, this Three of Pentacles, your determination to succeed is about to be rewarded. But I always say this Three of Pentacles, it's three different masterminds coming together to make a masterpiece. So internally with you, I think your mind is expanding as well, right? There's something with a creative burst that's on its way that's going to break through the stagnation of the mind, right? There's so much more passion that's about to ignite in you, because remember the first part, there's something lacking the confidence, feeling a certain way, but now you've got your energy back. It's all about to reignite in you, right? This is also a card of engagement, fertility, but a lot of movement forward for you. That Ace of Wands is about to accelerate through your Three of Pentacles, especially business, with this King of Pentacles being next. Dedication, determination to succeed, and again it could entail certain collaborations, but passions, new adventures, success, good luck, creative spark, attraction, inspiration. You're going to feel inspired again, right? You've been feeling a lack of inspiration when it comes to that internal flame, especially when it comes to your pentacle path. World truth. Okay, I'm going to say it, I'm hearing it. You could be especially connected energy. You could be an earth and air pairing. But I am also hearing what comes next when it comes to you. Security, strong sense of self, your worthiness, understanding your self-love, self-appreciation, self-respect. You've got the two most grounded, realistic energies here, right? So when it comes to anything about letting things into your life, because you have such a strong sense of self, grounded and abundant soul within, your boundaries is another thing I think is really going to improve in you. And remember I said there's some big decisions coming that I think you'll even shock yourself, right? Whenever it comes to anything gain in life, the potential of things that are coming in, you're going to be very realistic and logical. You're not going to make the same mistakes again. And this is why you've had to go through a phoenix just before this stuff arrives. So you've learnt the lesson. You don't get a phoenix without burning from that fire for the final time. So I think you're going to shock yourself with this. Your balance, your yin and yang, masculine, feminine. Your feminine is that Queen of Swords, so very realistic. And again, looking for truth and logic, right, in situations. Your masculine, very grounded, very practical, safe. He offers security, that elk, because you yourself embody security, right? Now, let's go external. If you have someone coming in, even if they're presenting trustworthy, whatever the case, you've got Queen of Swords all over this. I do think through this process and this journey, maybe you've hardened your heart a little bit, but I do think through whatever comes next in your life, and it might take some time, I do think your heart will, your armor will come down soon, right? Not right away. I think that's going to take a few months for this collective to, and that's good, especially if in the past you're someone you fall for that obsessive, highly validating 0 to 100 love. The way you approach love is going to be very different, okay? All right, this Three of Swords with this Six of Swords. Oh God. They could be a fire sign. They could come in very honorable. They could come in like they really want to conquer this and put the effort in. But like I said, you could have two energies here. But I do think this collective, you aren't going to fall short. But whatever's coming with love, I think you need confidence, and I think you will have confidence. But I do think this person, you got to remember, they're presenting as a Knight of Wands now. They're going through some form of transformation. Yes. So yes, they could present as this King of Wands and have that evolution. But again, you need to make sure you've moved on from the chaos and the storm first. I want one more for that. Like I said before, this collective, you're going to know what to do. I don't even need to, you can see it with what you've gone through. I do think you're just going to, again, realistic, you're going to be grounded, and you're definitely going to know to protect yourself here through boundaries. You're not going to fall short to words, if anything, and especially if it is a King of Wands approach. That is conquering, that is full of action, right? That is a lock-in kind of energy. Perfect. So big decisions, future planning, but consider your options. You're going to have a few Two of Wands options, past, future. Make sure, because the wheel's over your decisions next, so free will come to play. So big decisions, few crossroads being illuminated for you. Overall, you will need to walk away learning that Eight of Cups, what emotionally fulfills you and what doesn't. What aligns with you, what doesn't. You will be tested with this. What cup keeps your other cups off balance? You have such a focus on your thought pattern right now, the right collective. Remember, what makes your thought pattern negative? Who makes your thought pattern negative? What rules? Remember, no bigger sign than our body's emotion. Keep on top of it. Does that make you feel anxious, overwhelmed? Does that make you feel happy? Does that make you feel secure? Does that make you feel excited? Learning the power of this. And as hard as things may be, choosing self over pain. Choosing self over mental prison. Choosing self over choosing to be blindfolded to things we don't need to be blindfolded to. Choosing self over anxiety and fear. Choosing self over captive emotion that keeps you imprisoned. That sucks away that oyster and that crow, right? Remember, strength of a giant. Make sure that strength of a giant, perseverance, stamina, will to win is in the situations that are win, not no win. Will be tested with this. 8 and 8. First and last card. So a lot of karmic clearing, wheel to open the gate. Another main message for abundance. But remember, external abundance starts from internal abundance. Just my advice for this collective, keep focusing on internal. As things are starting to unfold, that earthworm, ground, humble, centered. And keep focusing on a state and center of peace and surrender. Okay, I haven't got these for ages. They're dusty. I just want to get, I know we got animal cards before, but your patience and your wisdom. Okay, just remember this, the heron, patience. Create a place in nature's stillness and be rewarded. Take time alone to find this sacred balance. Step confidently towards your purpose. Your patience is bringing big rewards. The moose, wisdom. Let your head and mind reach to the stars, yet keep your feet grounded on the earth. Listen, balancing spirituality and practicality. Listen to the ancient wisdom in your soul. The ancestors speak through you. You know much. One more. Oh, still going. Got it. Oh, you got the magic card. Stop. I knew it was about to end. Dragonfly, magic. You embrace your transformation. You courageously let go of the past. The magic of nature is within you. You are brilliant and you are blessed. Truth. That was the mystic at the bottom, the polar bear. Okay. All right. Charmies. Oh, your golden elixir shining. And you got the windfall pyrite. I've got the build. This is the one where it's coming in quick. You've built. Now, you could have just bought a pyrite. New moon, full moon energy. The next full cycle. That moon cycle. Signs, guardian angel signs. Remember to trust your intuition. Don't ignore the signs they're giving you right now. Your perseverance. The elephant. Strength of a giant. Luck is on your side. White candle wax. You've got G, I, and P initials. And golden elixir. Beautiful. Oh, 3. Expansion. Empress energy. 18th of the 5th, 18th of the 8th, 818. Or 188. 12th of the 8th, 8th of the 12th, 12th of the 2nd, 2nd of the 12th. That's important. That came out for that little spy, right? 6, 6, 10, 10. 6, 6, 10, 10. 11th of the 10th, 10th of the 11th, 6th of the 11th, 11th of the 6th, 10th of the 5th, 5th of the 10th. All right, my loves. I love you guys. And have a beautiful day.